Hi trippers, welcome to our next adventure. This time around we've taken a short break just over the weekend and we've headed out to a little free camp area called English Bridges campground in Goornong. It's about 30 minutes out of Bendigo and it took us about, Jay, 2.5 hours?
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly 2.5 hours from the west of Melbourne to get to. So we've just pulled in yesterday afternoon, set up, and haven't really had a chance to have a look around the campground as yet. So I will take you around with us today as we have a bit of a look-see and see what's here. We are also camping here with our friends from Pozzie Adventures. They've popped down to Bunnings to get a few supplies today at the moment, so they'll be back later and we'll be able to have a chat with them as well. So stay with us and we'll see what this place looks like. So this is the spot. There's Jay. Hey Jay. This is our spot that we've pulled into. Nice big flat area. This is Pozzie Adventures set up here at the moment. And this particular spot that we're in right now, we've just driven in, just off the main road coming in here. You can see there's a camper over there and we'll take a round and have a good look later. But at least this is plenty of space here for at least another couple of vans to come in, depending on how we set it up, even more. Nice big horseshoe area, flat. There is some sections that are still quite long, and if they were mowed down, then you'd certainly be able to get even more in. But with the weather as hot as it is and snakes about, it's not really advisable to go camping in amongst all of that. So we've just stuck to the clear area. But we will go and have a little bit of a wander shortly and see where the rest of it takes us and what it looks like and what's here. But we're also positioned right here is the creek. Jason, what creek is this?
The Campaspe River.
Ah, it's off the Campaspe sorry, the Campaspe River. That creek comes off, and we'll be able to go and have a look down there soon, and maybe take a bit of a dip because it's hot already. Okay, let's take you around and see what this campground looks like. There's a Campaspe down there. Just saw some locals driving in actually before with some nice inflatables, and going to spend a nice day here. Forecast for 30 degrees. So obviously a very well used area to have a cool off. You can see there's a campground up here. Obviously dogs are allowed. There's our setup over there. And we'll come back over and collect shells so we can go down to the actual river and have a bit of a look-see. We might actually just stick to the cleared paths. So yeah, if they just cleared those sections, there'd be loads more usable camp area. I don't know how often the council comes and services this area, but it would be good to do it. Hey Charles, you ready to come out to the river?
Yeah. I'm just gonna pull my legs in.
You all ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Now guys, did you want to try and take that little path down here first?
That seems very sketchy.
No? Okay. Yeah, it's probably better to stick to the paths again. We'll go up by the river, crossing bridge. Bridge crossing even.
Crossing bridge.
Just for anyone coming out and about, it's clearly during the day and mosquitoes are pretty rough already. So if you're coming out to these parts, you're going to want to make sure you have plenty of mosquito repellent. We'll have a little bit of a look just down at this, what's off the end of this campground down here. This looks cute. There's a little picnic table these guys have got access to. No, but I'll just have a bit of a look. A nice little spot down here. Nice cleared campground, beautiful view. Beautiful spot down there. Yeah, that would have been a nice one for up high.
Where they are.
Yeah. here. We could have got that with 2 vans in. And then down low as you come down, there's a couple of swags right on the river. Guys fishing. Don't know if we probably could have got 1 van in there, but not probably 2. There we go, there's the correction. English Bridge Streamside Reserve is the actual name of the premises. So a bit more rugged, the tent camping down there. This spot off to the left, Jay, I think we might have got the van in there. Nice, right on the river. So we've got what we saw up higher, some guys set up over there. Beautiful spot right on the river. Don't know what this one's like too. Have a look over here. Oh, gorgeous. Beautiful. That is beautiful. Nice little, we can go for a little swim down here too. The tree. Oh yeah, it's just gorgeous. There also appears to be some campers up on the hill up there as well. So obviously some area there you could go to too. Charles is already in the river. What's the temp like, Charles?
Oh,
Nice.
but it's really nice.
Nice.
I wouldn't go all the way in though.
We can, let's go. Oh, beautiful. That is nothing.
I said to Dad, do you think it would be deep enough for someone to jump off there?
Probs not. Nice.
Oh, hey.
Beautiful.
Joel has been there. So Safari, obviously.
Very fancy, Tanya.
Yeah, I know. Don't say I don't treat you when we come out.
And unnecessary, squad.
There's the chorus.
Peace killers.
Hey.
Hi.
Cheers! Oh, I spilled it. There's a saying, great minds think alike, and any of you guys that have been following our travels and following our modifications on the van and car will know that we've gone with the Ecoflow Delta Pro to supply us 240 volt, sorry about these flies, 240 volt power into the caravan. And great minds think alike, because we're chatting with Michelle while we've been out camping, and I kind of heard about a unit they've been using, but it's really interesting. I'm going to pass you over to Michelle. She's going to explain what it is.
Hi adventurers, and hi any trippers that might be watching as well. So we have actually been trialling for some time. If anyone has actually seen any of our YouTube videos in the past, we've been trialling and road testing the DCV Airbase Duo, which is a prototype that we have at the moment, and we've taken it over a lot of Australia. And it's basically a lithium generator, but it has the world's first swappable power modules. So you can actually change the power modules out and use those not only to interchange them and independently charge them, but also to run e-bikes and inflatable e-boats and all sorts of different types of things. But the real game changer with this particular model is it's super lightweight as well. So I'm just going to show you how light it is. 22 kilo. Let me see you do that,
What we
Richard.
might do is get Michelle over and get her to do that with the Ecoflow.
And I'm not super strong.
She wouldn't be able to do it. So these are 22 kilos?
Yeah.
And what sort of power output are these?
Exactly the same as yours, 3,500.
So there you go. This is a prototype, isn't it?
This is a prototype, so the new ones will look quite different. They'll also have a LED display. They'll be on an app as well. Currently, and Rich will put it on the description as well, a link. They're on a Kickstart program at the moment, which there's a really super offers in there. So if you go into the Kickstart program, it's got all the full specs and information in there, but you'll get 30% off them as well if you join the Kickstart program now.
And the other thing worth bearing in mind with these is iTech World are bringing out, I've brought out a solar generator as well, which is a 2000 watt hour. It's about the same size. So why go for something that small? It's not going to run as long. This is a solar generator, so you can put solar panels onto it and recharge it.
Correct.
Exactly the same as the Ecoflow, but the benefit is its size and weight, and this one actually fits in this tunnel boom.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be any easier.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth a look. I will post a link to the Kickstart program. I know when I looked on there that the price of them is very competitive, certainly compared to what I paid for the Ecoflow.
And given if you could get on the Kickstart program, you won't be able to get anything in comparison at the price. They're also doing really good packages as well with their 400 watt flexi solar panels and e-bikes and e-boats too.
And a 5-year warranty.
Yeah.
Which is a lot better than most. The other thing I saw on there, because the question I had of it when initially I'd heard about it, the question I had was, I don't understand too much about lithium technology, but safety is important. And what I can tell you is if you look on the website, they've drilled through one of these battery packs and it didn't explode. So,
and this is lithium polymer as well, so it's a completely different technology, completely safe.
there we go. So we'll put the ads on there and see where you go with that. Okay. Just jump up and set it up.
Yeah.
Don't expect me to help you lift it back in. Just
Got
No,
your
it's fine.
suitcase? Quite a bit smaller, isn't it? Wow.
Okay, so we'll do a quick, these are the comparisons in sizes. So we're on video, you're doing it already.
Yeah, just whenever you're ready.
yeah, whenever
Just
you're
go
ready,
for it.
we're ready.
Okay, so the 2 units side by side, same power output on both units. Now I don't know the technical aspects of what they can take on solar. I can tell you about the Ecoflow, can't tell you about the other one. But for travellers, I think one of the main things I think everyone would agree is weight. And also size, packable size.
Yeah.
But you can clearly see the Ecoflow is probably twice the size to 1.5 times the size. Weight wise, well, Michelle's going to have a go at lifting them. So
I'm scared.
it is a weight. It's about,
That's
I think they're 44 kilos.
a bit. Oh, I'm surprised I could lift that.
E-
Crikey.
Ecoflow are aware of the weight,
Yeah,
primarily.
comes with a doggy bag.
They give you a handle. Makes it a bit easier to move it around. But ultimately, at some point, you're going to need to lift it in the car or the van. So there you go. The 2 side by side, we'll give a long-term test on them. I mean, you've already done yours, you've had yours for a while. This one we've only been using for maybe a month or so. So we'll give you a long-term test in a year to let you know how she's going. Fingers crossed, it's still going.
So concludes another awesome weekend away. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for next weekend. We have a very exciting trip planned. The idea is that we are going to one of our favourite places ever, up at Craig's Hut in Mount Sterling Mountains in the high country, and camping with a bit of difference. When we go up there, we'll be actually back to basic tent camping, so we're really looking forward to that one and hope you guys can tune in and watch too. Catch you next time.